Content creation is the new oil well this season. Everybody is going into content creation, and you wonder why people are going into that. Number one reason is because content creation is like an easy job. It is not so easy, but it's something that you'll be doing at the comfort of your home and you'll be getting money. And due to the fact that there is no job anywhere in the world, so people are trying to go into content creation so that they can actually make a living for themselves. So a lot of people are trying to go into content creation. One thing you need to understand is that content creation is never going to go into extinct. No, it is going to continue as far as human being is progressing, as far as we are getting better in tech, in everything, in science, in everything. Content creation is still going to be in existence. So if you have been wanting to go into content creation and you don't even know how to start, this video is going to explain everything you need to know, from starting the gadgets, everything that you need to know, and how you're going to start up, and the social media platform that you need to start up your content creation from. So if you're new on this channel and if you've not seen my face for the first time, thank you and welcome to my channel. In this channel, I teach you everything about social media content creating and everything in between. So sit down and relax as we go into the main topic. Okay. And if you've not subscribed to this channel, please do well to subscribe and also like this video. So the number one thing that you need to know is that content creating or content creation has so many wings. Everybody on social media that are into content creating are not doing the same thing. So a lot of people are into content creation or content creating, but they are not doing the same thing, but they are actually doing content creation. And you can also call them content creators. So the first thing you need to understand is that you need to choose a niche. Okay, if you want to go into content creating. And what is a niche? A niche is that specific thing that you'll be doing on your page or on your social media platform if you're ever going to start doing content creating. Okay, some people actually delve into comedy, some people do motivational talk, some people do teach other people how to do some certain things, like how to do this online, how to do that. Some people actually choose to start dancing, some people actually choose to start cooking on their page, or to start singing or do random stuff. So whatever thing you're doing, you're actually doing content creation. Okay, but you have to pick a niche, because the number one reason why you need to pick a niche is because one thing that you need to attract people to your page is when you are consistent at doing a particular thing. And when you're doing that particular thing, you have to be creative about it and you have to spice it up. Okay, but when you are doing one thing today, the next day you are doing another thing, it is going to confuse people on what you are doing specifically, because there are a lot of people doing so many things on social media. So you need to actually pick a niche so that people will know you for a specific thing. So once you've actually picked a niche, you are going to then look out for a social media platform that you want to do that, you want to start with. Okay, some people choose to do YouTube first, some people choose to do TikTok, some people choose to do Instagram, some people go as far as creating a Facebook account to start their own content creation journey. Okay, so whichever way you choose, there is no problem about it. But what you need to understand is that this social media platform, they vary in giving people views. So the algorithm of Facebook is different from the one on Instagram, the algorithm on TikTok is different from the one on YouTube. So it depends on where you want to start chasing your numbers or start creating your content from. Okay, so whichever one you want to choose, you have to actually know how the things works there. Okay, so and another thing you need to understand about social media is that once you start creating content, you will not start getting the views immediately. Some people might be lucky enough, and the first video they are going to post or the first content that they are going to create is going to bring them the views or the audience. But it is not so for everybody. In fact, 99% of the time, nobody gets it in their first video or in the first content. Okay, so you have to keep on trying before you can actually find out the way to do it or find out how the algorithm works. Okay, so once you choose the particular social media platform that you are going to do, then you go and look for similar creators that are into the thing that you are doing. Okay, because number one thing is that there is no content on social media that people are not already into. Okay, no matter what you think about, people are already doing it. Okay, so it's just few things that you might say, okay, it's not saturated or nobody is actually doing it, but for the ones I know, people are already doing it. Okay, so if you want to start it, even if it's not exactly what you are doing, it has to be similar. Okay, there is someone doing similar stuff online. So what you need to do is you are going to search for people that are in the same niche as you, or people that are doing the same thing as you, and look out at the page, look at their page either on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. No. So whichever way you want to start, you have to look out for other people's content and see what they are doing on your niche. If you look at how they are doing it, or how they are trying to create their content, or how they are trying to make the audience like them, or how they are trying to get the views, then you start from that. Okay, it doesn't mean that you should copy what the next person is doing, but once you look at what they are doing, then you can actually form the basis of how you're going to be yourself and start creating your own content. And another thing that you need to understand if you want to start content creation is that you have to be authentic. Okay, you have to be your real self. You have to do you, no matter what. You have to be your real self, even if you are going to look out and what other creators are doing. You still have to be your authentic self. The way you speak, you should not speak like the next person. You should not talk like the next person, and you should not copy what someone else is doing exactly. Okay, you can draw inspiration from the next person, but you should not copy what they are doing. Okay, because once the audience like realizes that you are copying someone else entirely, they're going to lose interest and they're not going to come to your page. Okay, so you have to be authentic. And the next thing that you need to understand is that social media is not easy like you are seeing. Okay, you might be seeing people that are getting the views, that are getting the numbers, but it did not start at least the same day. It did not start like immediately, even if they are already known on social media or they are popular actors or actresses. It did not start like that. Okay, they didn't start immediately to start getting the numbers. They started from somewhere. Even if they are celebrity, they started from somewhere. So imagine you that you are nobody, nobody knows you online. It's not as if you're nobody. Okay, what I mean is that nobody knows you online, like you're just starting. Okay, it's going to take time for you to actually blow up or start getting the audience, the views, and everything around it. Okay, so what you have to bear in mind is that it takes time, and what is going to make it very easy for you is when you are being your real self and when you are doing the right thing. And one thing that people forget to know is that whatever you are doing, you should actually try to provide value. You do not need to give out content that are not relevant or content that are not valuable. Okay, people recognize this when you are doing something for the views, or when you're putting in energy. Even if you're doing it for the views, they will also know when you are putting in so much energy to create the content. You're putting in so much effort to give them what they want. Okay, so you have to be creative and also give out valuable content. Okay, another thing that you need to understand is no matter the social media platform that you choose, anyone that you're going to choose to start from first, you have to be consistent, and you don't have to do the four social media platform like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok at the same time. It's going to be overwhelming and you're going to even get tired, because except you are like posting the same content across all social media platforms, if you are not posting the same thing across all your social media platform, it's going to be so tiring. Okay, but if you are doing the same thing, it's going to be so easy. What you're going to do is that you're going to look out for an app that will help you to be cross posting across your social media platform. But if you're doing a separate content on YouTube, you're doing a separate content on Instagram, you're doing a separate content on TikTok, it's going to be very difficult for you to keep up and maintain the consistency and be posting every day or posting whatever time that you want to be posting. It's going to be very difficult. So if you are choosing YouTube at first, you have to be consistent on YouTube and at least try and gain some ground on YouTube before you transfer to the next app. Okay, so but if you can do it, why not? But I'm just trying to tell you that if you want to focus on TikTok first, focus on TikTok. When you have actually gained some ground, then you transfer your audience. Tell them, okay, I have a YouTube platform, I have a YouTube channel, I have a Facebook, this thing, please, you can actually follow them. But if you are doing the same content across all the social media platform, then it's very easy for you to do. You have to just find something or an app that will help you start cross posting across all social media platform, and it will be very easy for you. The next thing that you need to know is that you need to be consistent. It is one thing to start creating content on social media, it is another thing to be consistent. I know it is not easy. I can actually attest to it. But if you really, really want to make it here, you have to be consistent, because consistency is what is going to keep bringing your audience. Even if you get one follower, one subscriber today, if you are consistent in what you are sharing and the reason why the person came in the first place, they're going to keep on coming to your channel or whatever place you are doing the whole content creation thing. So you have to be consistent. You have to make them trust you. You have to make them like believe in what you're doing, that you're not going to come to there and post, then you'll return back in the next 3 months and tell them, oh, sorry, this thing happened, and you're going to disappear another time. You have to be consistent, except there is actually a very big reason for you to leave social media entirely. But if there is none, you have to be consistent. It's something that you're going to take as a daily job. So it is not easy. Okay. So, but if you like put out your mind and you're going to do it, definitely you're going to succeed at it. So this is all you need to know if you want to start content creation as a beginner or something that is trying to find their way around it. Okay. So, and if you actually found this video valuable, please, I would like you to like this video and subscribe to this channel to come back for the next thing I'm going to share in this channel. And also, do not forget to drop your comment in the comment section, and also don't forget the thumbs up. Okay, so thank you for watching and see you in my next one. Good luck.